Have entity beans for all of our database tables. We want to create session beans. One little note, since the Java programming language is based off the coffee theme, sometimes they call classes and objects beans. So if you hear me say beans, it's really classes. So we have classes that represent each database table. And now we want another set of classes that will represent the session, the user session, that will interact between the servlet and the entity classes. Luckily, Netbeans has a auto generator that will generate generic session beans based on entity classes. So to do this, you right click on the project and say New, Other. Scroll down again to the persistence folder, and under file type, select session beans for entity classes. Say next. And then in the left pane for available entity classes, it'll list the entity classes you have. Click add all because we want to generate them for all of them. The next page should say Turtle Tracker Project. And for packages, let's put down session. This is a folder, or you can think of it as a package where they will be put. So they won't be put in the exact same place as the servlet or the entity class. It'll kind of separate them. Now down here when it says create interfaces, you have a choice of local or remote. Local means that whatever calls it has to be on the same computer. Remote means they could span computers. So you could have one servlet on computer 1, and it could call a session on computer 2. So that's one way you can build large, complex applications across multiple computers. I'm just going to go with local since I just have it all on one computer. And then I say finish, and it will think about it for a minute, maybe a little bit longer, because it's going through and reading all of the entity classes and making new code. It's almost done generating. And you can see that we have a couple files for each entity. One is we have an abstract facade, and then we have a entity named facade and an entity named facade local. And you can look through those codes as well.